All right, 8th grade, this is video 4 and the final video for lesson 8.4. This is our third scenario that we're going to look at with our rules of horizontal asymptotes. In the first couple of videos for the lesson, we looked at when the degree of the numerator was bigger than the degree of the denominator and vice versa. In video 3, we looked at a scenario within those rules where we end up with a line. And then now we're going to look at the third scenario where your degrees are equal. Okay, so vertical asymptote again works exactly the same. What value would give us a restriction in the denominator? That's at 2. So we're going to sketch our vertical asymptote at 2. Since our degrees of the numerator and the denominator are equal, we have to look at our leading coefficients, which in this case is just 1 over 1. So our horizontal asymptote is going to be at f of x equals 1. So we're going to sketch that there. What's nice about these is it ends up just taking the shape of a hyperbola, just like in lesson 8.3. So that symmetrical property is now coming back. When we create our table of values, the same idea is coming back. Just like in the videos from earlier in the lesson, your graphs on your worksheet are going to go from +7 to -7. So that's what I decided to do in my table of values. And I had to split it in half because I ran out of room. And I just typed in. Now remember, in your calculator, put your numerator and denominator both in parentheses, and if you're doing negative values, you want to put those in parentheses as well. I skipped my vertical asymptote in my table of values, but did every other value. Now, these are all pretty close together, so I probably could have skipped some of these. But if you're not quite sure about your shape, plot as many as you can. What's also nice about these, when you have a vertical and horizontal asymptote that just intersect to set you up for a hyperbola, you have a good idea of what that shape's going to be. So you might not even have to plot some of these smaller values here. If I were grading this on a quiz or a test, I would be looking for these 4 values first because they're nice integers. And then I'd look at where they would be exiting the graph, your end behavior. All right. And that wraps up our 8.4 notes. If you have any other questions that these videos did not address, make sure you email me and I will assist you the best I can.